Hello, Amantis here, and while we are already at the tail end of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak's weekly updates, last week's events have been quite interesting because we get yoga poses as rewards. Now, if you've been following me on Twitter as well, you'd also have seen me post photos from my own yoga lessons time and time again. So, for this video's inspiration, I want to give a shout out to my fellow hunter, YouTuber and sportsman, Jaycan, where he outbuffed his hunter when we got the buff body event quest a few months back. Go give him a follow and check out that video after this if you haven't already, because it really is a fun montage to watch. I'll have all the details in the description box below for you to check out. Without further ado, upcoming is a quick montage of my yoga selfie taking during the event hunt. Well, quick montage this time because the hunt took over 40 minutes long. Plus a bit of sunrise yoga in the shrine ruins and a tutorial afterwards on how to achieve those yoga poses properly in real life that you can follow with me. Plus there will be some easier options for you to choose from if you aren't able to do the ones from the game. Quick disclaimer, I am not an instructor, so only follow through with the yoga if you are physically able to do so. Having said that, be sure to stay until the end because I'll have a bonus yoga pose demo for you to watch. First, we are going to do the seated spinal twist, which is also known as the half lord of the fishes pose. Option 1 modification. Start by sitting on the floor with both feet straight in front of you. Take your left foot and plant it on the ground close to you. Take a deep breath and exhale while you bend and twist your waist to your left and bring your right elbow outside of your left knee. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, make a big backward circle with your left arm and use your fingertips to steady yourself on the floor. Look backwards to straighten your spine and forwards again as you straighten your right arm for the pose. Option 2 modification. Take your left foot, cross over your right knee and plant it on the ground close to you. Take a deep breath and exhale while you bend and twist your waist to your left. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, make a big backward circle with your left arm. Use your fingertips to steady yourself on the floor. Look backwards to straighten your spine and forwards again as you straighten your right arm for the pose. Monster Hunter pose option. Take your left foot, cross it over your right knee and plant it on the ground close to you. Shifting your weight to your right side slightly, bring your right foot close to your bum. Take a deep breath and exhale while you bend and twist your waist to your left and bring your right elbow outside of your left knee. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, make a big backward circle with your left arm and use your fingertips to steady yourself on the floor. Look backwards to straighten your spine and forwards again as you straighten your right arm for the pose. Quick reminder, as yoga is all about balance, make sure you do the other side as well. Next is the Warrior 2 pose. Start with the table pose with your hands and knees on the floor. Check your hands are shoulder width apart and are directly below the shoulders. Palms flat with your fingers spread evenly and comfortably facing forward. Check your knees are about your hips width apart and your toes are nailed to the floor. Breathe in, and as you exhale, push your heels to the floor by straightening your knees and use your hands to steady yourself into a V, also called the downward facing dog pose. When you're ready, breathe in, lift your right leg upwards into a three-legged dog pose and exhale through your nose as you bring your right foot directly between the palms of your hands. Turn your left foot outwards into a 90-degree angle and plant it firmly into the floor. Make sure the arch of your foot is directly in the middle of the line running from your right heel to the left arch. Also make sure your back is not arched forwards or backwards, and bring your core slightly inwards to make sure your body is balanced. Inhale as you bring both your arms above your head. Lower your arms with your palms facing downwards, right arm in front and left to the back in a straight line. Keep your gaze as far as possible past your fingertips. And exhale as you use your right thigh to bend your knee a little more, making sure your knee does not bend past your toes. Make sure you do the other side as well to keep both sides balanced. If you're enjoying this video so far, hit the like button and let me know which yoga poses you've tried in the comment section. Also be sure to follow me on social media for news updates and other content, such as maybe the odd yoga class photo. And now, back to the video. And finally, the tree pose. Start with your feet shoulder width apart and your toes pointed forwards with your arms to the sides in the mountain pose. Remember to keep your core engaged and bring it in slightly to maintain your balance. Shifting your weight to your left, bring your right knee up forwards. Continue to breathe slowly, open your right knee to the side while pressing your foot to your leg. Make sure your foot is not pressed against the knee so as to prevent injury. Keep your gaze fixed at one point in the distance so that you can keep your balance. Inhale as you bring your arms up from the sides and exhale as you go into a prayer pose. Inhale again as you bring your arms up but with the backs of your hands touching each other. If you're up for a challenge, you may have your foot pressed to your inner thigh for option 2. Again, make sure you do the tree pose on both sides to keep your body balanced. Bonus, crow pose. While I do not recommend doing this pose as a beginner as it took me a few months of practice to be able to do this, here is me holding the crow pose for a few seconds. I hope you enjoyed this Monster Hunter yoga pose tutorial. If you're struggling with learning how to use your in-game camera, I have a video tutorial which I'll link to at the end of this video. Anyway, thank you all for watching and I'll see you next time.